Oh, hello everyone. It's me, Dathan Rake, and this time I'm searching for the legend of who took my Costco membership card. Come on! I've been watching this show for a while now. It's really good. Oh hey, it's my good friend Harry Win-Win Din-Din Man with the nice chin Flynn. And did I mention divorced?
Twice removed. Also, please don't call me that.
So, what's new with you?
Oh, so much. I came up with this plan to steal this artifact from the museum. Hey, you! You should probably answer the door.
Oh, right, I should do that. Yeah, that's my bad. Totally forgot. Hello? Ooh. Oh, that's so bright. What the heck? Man, this happens too frequently.
Hello, George.
My lawyer! Oh man, am I glad to see you. Some guy broke into my house, punched me, tied me up. Oh, that was you, wasn't it?
You are in some serious legal trouble, sir.
This is a GameStop receipt. I didn't steal anything. I only shot 2 people this week.
Look, we can discuss this all later, but I know you like talking about random video games, and I saw a show you were watching earlier, so here.
Ow! Uncharted 2, critically considered to be one of the best games of all time. Yeah, and I'm critically considered to be mentally ill. Just like the first game, I played the second one on my PlayStation 3. However, unlike the first game, I only got to Chapter 4. So I left one of the best games of all time on my backlog. How smart of me! Thankfully, the PS4 Remastered Collection comes in clutch again by existing. Here we go. Let's get straight into Uncharted 2.
Wait, the game is called Uncharted 2?
You tied me up and listened to me talk about this for at least a minute, and now you're wondering what the game you gave me is called?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was giving you this game instead.
Thank God I'm illiterate. Now, for this cinematic experience, we aren't introduced to any of the characters or plot or setting. Nah, since this is the sequel, we obviously wake up from a train wounded, almost fall off of said train, climb it, run off just as the train is falling off, and climb back up the cliffside. This is the tutorial, and it's a dang good one too. Really, it just teaches you the basic climbing mechanics with virtually no way to fail, but it also sets the tone perfectly. While this is happening, Drake is also hallucinating, since if you ever have a near-death experience, you gotta flash back to the first time you saw a woman. Yeah, the game constantly switches between a basic climbing, movement, and picking up items tutorial to flashbacks of Harry Flynn, Drake, and Chloe Fraser starting the hunt for Marco Polo's lost treasure. Apparently, Harry is Drake's best friend or something. I don't know, I didn't read the manga. These idiots have great chemistry together. You really get invested in their quest throughout their story, which, need I remind you, is very good. Yeah, apparently this is one of the best stories ever told in gaming. Again, glad I left this in my backlog. So they break into a museum to get this lamp, because it likely has a map to the Lost City, or Lost Treasure, or Lost Fleet, or whatever, they're all synonyms. Quick side note, if it ever looks like I'm just wandering around a random area, well, I am, but I was actively going for collectibles this playthrough. Yes, the treasures from the first game return, but this time there's 100 of them. That's a lot of ravioli, you know what I mean? Ha 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 ha. Look, I'm no completionist. If I miss a star coin in New Super Mario Bros., I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. However, it's a nice thing to work towards if I enjoy the game. And generally speaking, collectibles encourage exploration. And why wouldn't I explore these areas when the game looks like this? The art direction. Hey, remember the first game where half of the areas looked the exact same and had this ugly, muddy green and brown desaturated look that was still graphically impressive but wasn't too appealing to look at? These are 9 different chapters from the same game. And now look at Uncharted 2. Jesus Christ! I dare you to name a bigger upgrade.
A twig to a branch.
Oh, no, that's pretty good. Plus, cool achievements like getting headshots, getting unique kills with certain weapons, and scavenging treasure return as per usual. But God, it is so much fun to explore and look at everything in this game. Whew. Okay, how far are we now? 20 minutes?
You know, this sounds great right now. I mean, you like the game, you like the graphics? What more could you possibly want?
I can think of something. Can you untie my hands?
Oh, yeah, that's my bad. I forgot to do that.
I had to play this game with my feet, and you didn't notice? So here we come up with a game plan. Chloe goes by herself to do girl things while
boys
venture through the sewers in an attempt to infiltrate the museum. You also solve puzzles and do simple platforming, because this is still a puzzle game. It's also an Eddie Raja game. I never forgot. Now,
boys
are also here to learn a new gameplay mechanic, since currently, we are on a stealth mission. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
After getting caught a few times, like, come on, he only saw my hand. It was a misinput. We have now completed the stealth tutorial, giving us 3 ways to beat up enemies instead of 2. Sneak up on them and take them down without them noticing, fight them with hand-to-hand combat and occasionally dodge their attacks, and shoot them. I think this is a great addition, and it made me want to take some areas slower so I could stealthily take down enemies. Hey guys, back by popular demand, it's the top 10 gaming crossovers you never expected. Number 9, Uncharted 2 and, Sly Cooper. Otherwise, shooting and combat mechanics are basically the same from the first game, except, ooh, new weapons and, ooh, physical abuse. You know, games nowadays are all about that physical abuse. Let's give mental abuse some credit here. Weirdly enough, the shooting segments got a major upgrade. Before, the controls were a little sensitive and stiff, but now, what's the opposite of bad? There's some new stuff like firing from ledges and shooting blind inside cover, and the general shooting controls are so much more fluid. So at this point, you got a majority of the gameplay mechanics memorized and ready to utilize, including but not limited to moving. Take that, Tetris. Puzzle platforming. Take that, Tetris. And stealth combat. Oh, well, I've done that before. Jesus, I've taken so long to talk about the good stuff that I completely forgot about, you know, the story. So what's new here? We get a gun. We shoot people.
No way!
Hey, I'd like you to meet Chloe Crazer. She's pretty crazy.
Yo, what's up, Chloe? Dap me up.
Please don't say that.
Oh, my bad, Chloe.
I said please.
All right, let's put on our disguises.
What? Too much? Alright, now the map is underneath this vase, so we have to be very careful when removing it. What the heck?
This is a betrayal, by the way.
Oh, come on! So after everything we do for this idiot, including solving how to use this map that has the exact location to a key required to find a treasure, what does he do? Betray us.
Yeah, that happened to me once.
With who? The McDonald's drive-thru?
Oh, worse. Burger King!
After being hunted by some snipers, Drake gets arrested because getting arrested is base. He then spends some time in prison becoming borderline schizophrenic before our man Sullivan rescues us. Chloe also helps us out, but remember, borderline schizophrenia? She explains that betrayal was not supposed to be on the menu and gives us a free trip to kick Harry's butt. Of course we follow Harry to the treasure so we can grab it before him. and we do so with an old man. Look, I love Sully just as much as the next guy, but he's not nearly as fleshed out as he is in the third game, or heck, even the first. In Chapter 3, also known as DualShock 4 Battery Level Low, we get our first big boy shooting segments. The earlier chapter was just an introduction. Heck, we didn't even use real bullets. But here, nope, it's canon. Nathan is a mass murderer. We plant some explosives and get taught the hand-to-hand combat.
Hey, you kids! This is what happens when you press the square button.
Whoa, that's awesome! I wish I could do that in real life.
Put your hands in the air! This is a robbery!
Oh no! Time to fight back!
What are you doing?
Give me 1 second.
Alright, kid. You asked for it.
Oh, well, now I need to press triangle. After turning on the subtitles to assist the blind folk, we meet our main antagonist, a war criminal Harry employed named Lazarevich. Lazarevich? Lasagna. Oh, he looks like such a nice person. Oh, he just stabbed that guy. Maybe because he's a mercenary. Oh. Nathan blows up part of the base as a distraction, learning about the Chintamani stone, the really valuable treasure that never left Shambhala, since Marco Polo hid the key to enter Shambhala right there in Borneo. Don't worry, I am saying words. So Drake and Sully and Chloe go to explore the top of the mountains since Marco Polo and his crew were somehow shipwrecked here. And in those ruins, they find the dead bodies of everyone, including Marco Polo, holding the supposed quote-unquote key to Shambhala in his hands. Can you repeat that again, but slower? Marco Polo hid the key to enter Shambhala. Oh! Drake scares the piss out of everyone. Harry confronts us. Hey, you totally have a map to the treasure, don't you?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Little baby says what?
What?
Ha ha ha. I got you. I totally got you. Sully says he's too old for this. They both commit suicide. Seriously, how did they survive this? And then Sully is put in a box for the rest of the game. He only appears in this one segment. Why? We can't have side character development. We have to give all our screen time to another woman. Drake goes to Nepal before getting hit and chased by a car. Wait, I have to move? In these next few chapters, it is non-stop murder. Since this area is, you know, an active war zone, everyone is looking for this temple, as the dagger has symbols on it that match the symbols on certain temples in Nepal. And in order to find the temple, we commit war crimes. Here we have the introduction to numerous new weapons. We have explosive canisters that blow up when they're shot. These are so funny. You get someone with this and they just go flying. We meet up with Chloe, who saves us with an RPG, another new explosive weapon. Again, these dumb explosions always get me. And finally, the riot shield. The best new weapon. You can block yourself and move with the cover, and even hit people with the shield. Now, the enemies that have this can be a little annoying to take out, but most of the time you can just throw a grenade at them and watch them explode. Have I made it clear yet? Explosions are funny. We have this awesome big shootout section before Chloe gets stuck in an elevator. Women. We turn the generator back on to save her. Well, we tried to.
Hey, check it out. Marco.
Really?
Come on.
No.
Marco.
Polo.
This game is great until Lazarevich learns that we're after the temple and sends a helicopter to murder us. This scene is so awesome. You're running from the helicopter starts blowing up the building while goons are still sent after you, the building starts falling apart, and you jump to another building to survive. Then, after you think it's all over, you have to blow up the helicopter with the RPG. This is probably the best. Ooh, new weapon. Maybe I should. Ooh, new weapon. I don't know. Ooh, new weapon. Maybe I'll just stay with my old one. But then, something incredible happens. We meet a fat guy. Oh, and there's. Oh! No, not Elena. Now I have 2 women to look after. She's here with her cameraman Jeff, who immediately tackles us. He's the best character. I love Jeff. Jeff supremacy. But you know what's not fun? Love triangles. Oh, you like Elena, don't you?
Nuh-uh, she ugly.
Hey, that's mean. I hate you. Wanna get married?
Yeah!
So now, everyone has a gun. Except for Jeff, his mom didn't give him permission. Throughout the game, you have light platforming and puzzles to solve, and of course, there's a lot of shootouts. But I'm skipping past most of them because, we do another puzzle, and, we do another killing. Aren't that interesting to constantly listen to? We do another murder. The crew finally arrives at the temple to solve the puzzles before Lazarevich and his crew arrives. Guess what happens later?
My pizza gets delivered.
I knew it! Here we got a do as the notebook says section where we move the hands in the right position, but it didn't put me to sleep, so they obviously did something right. Oh no, we fall into the spike pit. Oh no. Wait, what the heck do I do? Wait, no, what do I do? I was stuck here for so long. You know what I had to do? I had to shoot these gears that blend into the wall, and none of the characters tell me to shoot them until I face directly in front of them the second I respawn. So yeah, fun. We got a ginormous puzzle room where we gotta shine light in the right places and climb huge golden structures to open a secret room in this thing's mouth. As I always say, mouth. The key unlocks a map to a location. A little murder never hurt nobody. Except for Jeff. No! Come on, Jeff. You can make it. I'm not letting the best character in the game die like this. For this section, we walk Jeff to safety while fleeing from the enemies while, you guessed it, shooting them. Uh-oh! Harry found us again! And he has company. That's right, the first time we meet Lazarevich face to face. What does he do? Tries to intimidate us, steals our key, steals our map. Okay, pretty basic stuff. And he... No!
I have never been this upset over a character named Jeff.
Somehow, we get out of this situation and run away like it's nothing.
That was a close one. We could have gotten stabbed.
Hold on, I thought it was Lenena in this scene, not me.
Well, she's in Paris.
What?
Don't worry, it's plot relevant.
Yo, what's up? I'm in Paris. Crazy, right? Totally relevant to the plot, guys. In Paris.
I'm starting to think the TV show isn't that accurate to the story in the games.
You think?
Okay, back to the story. Dang, I hope Elena doesn't casually drop the title of the game.
Honor among thieves, huh?
That's the name of game name. Elena follows us to the train. We have another seemingly unsurvivable section. Literally, how did either Elena or Drake not die 17 times here? They have machine guns, and she chucks us onto a moving train. A moving train! Now, I've seen some complaints about this game online. This is not one of them. Quite literally a masterpiece from start to finish. You climb the edges of the train and dodge the road signs to not get murdered. Shoot hundreds and hundreds of bad guys. Shoot guys while avoiding the train obstacles. Attack this helicopter. Blow up the helicopter. And the locations? Bamboo forest, mountains, tunnel, snowy mountain. Jesus Christ!
Yes?
This section is an hour of pure excitement because, remember the opening of the game? You were hanging on the edge of a cliff on a train. So now you get to experience the moment that occurs directly before the opening of the game. And if you think this hour-long train ride is repetitive, think again because, oh, he just died. decent but not at all challenging mini-boss against some random thug who we get the key from. Chloe confronts us by saying, "Bro, leave, bro." Drake says, "Nah, I ain't going." He gets shot, Chloe distracts Harry, Drake says,
Man, I'm dead.
and blows up the connector between the trains, leaving his train to get derailed, and here we are, the opening for the game. You know what I love about this? You play this section again. The developers could have easily skipped the train climbing segment and cut to where they left off with the key, but they didn't. They even give Drake new dialogue reflecting on his journey. Once you play the not tutorial, then it cuts to where you left off. Pretty clever, not gonna lie. So not only do we have to kill everyone with hypothermia, we also can't jump and move slow as balls. I like standing on top of the train so that all I need to do is push these idiots off.
Bro, I'm gonna kill ya, bro. Nuh-uh.
Karate kick! Wow! Drake, trying to escape the cold, dies. Oh shoot, spoiler alert. Drake dies. What an ending. You know, I'm a bit confused on why there's a third and fourth game, but I heard those are kind of prequels anyway. Oh, come on! He wakes up perfectly fine after being rescued by a Tibetan man. You can tell because he speaks Tibetan. Thank you, subtitles.
Oh no. I already know what's gonna happen.
Look, if you design this village to have numerous spots for cover on our walk to talk to the leader, there's gonna be a shootout here. I don't understand how the developers dictate the length of a chapter. Walking to this guy's house is a chapter. Imagine if the story was a book. Chapter 16. I woke up, walked, forwards. Chapter 17. Elena found us. Somehow. If only Jeff was still here. Thank God I printed out this photo of him. No, the real reason why we're all here is to meet Carl Schaefer, a man who also wanted to find the entrance to Shambhala years ago. However, since we need a conflict, Drake doesn't want the treasure anymore.
He's like, nah, bro, I almost died getting that thing. It ain't worth it anymore. I ain't going.
But Carl's like, bro, come on, the Chintamani stone is so powerful. If Lazarevich possesses it, he could become unstoppable.
I don't know, man.
I'll give you one Dorito.
Oh, alright, bet, we're going.
So we climb this mountain. Why? Because after everything, Drake doesn't believe the Chintamani stone is real. Why? So now we need proof from Carl's expedition years ago that will explain the location of the stone and why it exists for real this time. Not much happens, so we're gonna skip through all of this. Well, I guess we meet a Yeti and solve some giant puzzles and barely survive after being attacked by multiple different Yetis, but that's about it. To be fair, the giant puzzles are really well designed, and I actually died a lot. Oh my god, the village is being attacked because Lazarevich found them. So now that village is an active war zone. Who could have guessed? Me. I predicted that, just to remind you. Elena does nothing, as per usual, while Nate goes to rescue Schaefer by murdering everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. No person will be left alive, including this tank. He has to go. No one can live. No one can live. What? Wait, that's not fair. I want to live. This tank is a tank. Pun not intended. It takes forever to kill. You have to constantly run from it while it's shooting at you, and then you need to chuck hundreds of grenades straight into it and chip damage it with an RPG, which takes forever. Apparently we gave our dagger to Schaefer, so the bad guys took Schaefer. So we drive away with Elena, who finally becomes plot relevant for the first time never. However, we do get into an epic car chase scene. And if there's one thing this game does exceptionally well, it's one-off location thrill rides. We shoot a ton of enemies jumping from truck to truck again, until we get a freaking grenade launcher. So we shoot the grenades at all of the cars, including Elena, but she gets mad at us, so unfortunately she stays alive. The next few chapters involve a lot of stealth, murder, trekking through the monastery, murder, killing innocent people. Have I said murder yet? But there's one murder spot in particular that I struggled with a lot due to how unfair it felt. Most of the difficulty felt challenging yet doable, sometimes even pretty easy, but this made my blood boil. Similar to, if not more than, the tank segment. There's just so many enemies, all firing at you at the same time, and then more approach you and sneak behind your cover to shoot you some more. So how do you win? Welcome to Tips and Tricks to Beating Every Game Ever Made, starting with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves Part 1. Do this. Yep, they can't do anything. But man, is this the funniest scene to put cartoon sound effects over, or what?
Oh man, being alive is so sick.
The body's been located.
Taco Bell. Could I go to McDouble and a Mc... I overdosed on potassium.
I'm more of a My Sims King guy myself.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. Come here.
No.
I got. Oh, my balls! Wow, such a funny scene. Now let's watch this old guy die from meningitis. Oh no, I wonder if after he tells us everything we already know and reassures us that we can beat the main villain, if he's going to die immediately afterwards. Oh no, he died. I understand this is supposed to be an emotional scene, but the dude was barely in the game. I don't even remember his name. However,
We are gathered here today because Jeff from the hit video game Uncharted 2, he got...
So we gotta find the entrance to Shambhala. Lots, and I mean lots of enemy encounters, which, if you do the math, is basically genocide at this point. We have to deal with machine guns. Let me tell you, horrible enemies to deal with. Amazing weapon. If you aren't shut down immediately. Lazarevich is mad. Harry's like, nah, dude, bro. I don't even know what to do, bro. We take the dagger, solve this puzzle by... I don't even know. One super difficult, not sarcasm, puzzle later, and we find the secret entrance. One massacre later, and we open the hidden entrance. Let's go. Or not. Lazarevich is real mad, almost killing both of the women. I'm just saying, he'd be doing us a service. We do as he says, teaming up with Harry like old times. Except now we hate each other. Well, joke's on you, game. I hated him earlier anyways. Anyways, we make it to the end. The actual, for real this time, actual entrance to Shambhala. And the location of the Chintamani Stone. And just for funsies, Lazarevich plans to kill us as soon as we see him succeed and enter the Lost City. What a nice guy. Oh, and also, the Yetis were fake! What? They're just humans. Or so you think. Because before we die, the same idiots that dressed up as Yetis are actually blue people. What? Okay, so let's quickly recap. Dathan and Flowey got into a sissy fight. Harry shoots Dathan.
I hate you!
You're hot! Owie! Dathan is saved by a Tibetan man.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? No thanks, I don't speak French.
Dathan frantically chases Lazarevich after the membership card.
I'm gonna get you.
And now we're here.
Dang it!
Dathan Drake, you are one difficult man to get a hold of.
We've literally been following you this entire time. You could have just easily turned around and found us.
Stop running in circles! Oh, so sorry. Something, I'm so handsome, I'm gonna shoot you now. Oh, fiddlesticks! Flowey, do something!
What? No, I'm gay.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
That's it. Let's shut this guy up. Bring me the duct tape.
Now, hold on. We're not gonna brush past that detail like that.
You're coming with us.
Wait, this is it. We found it. The Forbidden Costco.
So we barely escape the clutches of James Cameron's abominations and go on a mission to save the world before Lazarevich becomes immortal. And then all of a sudden, these idiots start attacking me and kill me in 2 hits. They use another new weapon, the crossbow. It's really good at killing these blue people and can even one-shot regular goons. But jeez, I was stuck here for a solid 10 minutes getting beaten up by these guys non-stop. They kill you quickly and punch you like a truck. Add that to the list of brutally difficult sections. Then you kill dozens of troops, then a few blue guys right after. Literally, everyone is against you.
No way! I love this part.
Wait a second, you have played this game before. You used me as a setup to talk about some game you liked.
Pretend I didn't say that.
Oh, you definitely said that.
Dang it!
He's just lucky I like the game. But I'm not gonna tell him that. Another murder section. Can't have Uncharted without them. Then you go into the temple and have, get this, another murder section.
Look, I can't believe I'm saying this, but developers of Uncharted 2, stop with the murder. There's too much.
Oh my god, are we almost done yet? Don't get me wrong, I love the game. Don't tell my lawyer that. Truly, it really is that good. But god dang, just wrap things up already. Well, they did what I asked.
Hey, what's up, Drake?
Jesus Christ, Harry, what happened?
You know, the usual. Getting stabbed and shot a few times.
Well, dang, you look better than before.
Yo, thanks, mate. I've actually been thinking of making a dating profile.
I was joking!
Wait, Drake. One more thing. Little baby says what?
Oh, no. You're not getting me with that. What?
Yo, Harry, you're not dead yet. Give me some. Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's right. I betrayed you again. And now, to show off my Chad-like dominance, I'm gonna blow myself up.
What? Why? What do you gain from that?
Well, it would be a cool character moment.
Not really? You're saying that you would rather not become a redeemed villain and end your own life just to send a message?
Well, it would be a memorable death scene.
Good point. So Elena dies.
Let's go!
Oh, no, never mind.
Can I have a refund?
So now we have to carry her to safety, but it's not even an important character. Like Jeff. It's Elena, literally the most useless side character. At least Chloe takes care of her, so I don't have to get my bloody hands on her. Figuratively and literally, since I just killed another 35 people. Finally, we reach our final chapter. Lazarevich becomes ultra powerful after drinking the thirst-quenching blue liquid, and we have our final showdown. He has a shotgun, we have blue resin to blow up his face. We have to shoot it when he gets nearby. 2 shots, second phase. 2 more shots, third phase. This is purely an endurance test. Not necessarily challenging, just don't die and blow him up 8 times. And I got really close on my first attempt. And then he blew me up with grenades. For the last phase, you repeat the same darn thing 4 times. I just want to beat the game. Let me win. And then, after 8 shots, he's still going. I understand he's immortal, but come on. And then, I died. And I had to do it all again.
Hold that thought for 1 second. I know I'm playing the video game, but I can't miss the season finale.
Hey, you can't just...
Shut up. Oh no! I'm too late!
I've got it! I can now buy items in bulk at a fraction of the price! Your puny bullets won't save you here. I am immortal! Now, let's settle this like real men!
Dang it! Ow! God! Haha!
What?
Loser. Shoot. Dang it!
Yeah, beat him up.
Oh no! Whatever will I do? Yo, is that blue Gatorade?
Wait, don't shoot that.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot that.
No. Hey, oh man, don't do me like that.
My one weakness.
Well, as I always say, if you eat too much Play-Doh... Lazarevich gets absolutely destroyed by blue Gatorade, Shambhala collapses, Drake dies. JK. Elena dies. JK. Elena and Drake are happy. Ew, censor that. Cooties. We learn that Drake is deathly afraid of clowns and that's it. Well, actually, there is one more thing. Yo, is that Sullivan? And there you have it. The main story mode in Uncharted 2. What? But George, what do you mean the main story mode? Isn't that just the whole game? Well, you see, there's a multiplayer mode, which not many people know about.
Wait, there's multiplayer?
Oh! Way to go, mister. I love Uncharted 2 so much I'm going to kidnap one of my clients and tie them up so they can talk about one of my favorite games ever. Probably, even though I've never played the multiplayer.
Can I play it with you?
No! One of the best games of all time has a multiplayer mode that no one talks about when referring to the game. Why? We'll get into that soon. Soon is right now. We're talking about it right now. Now, for some reason, the multiplayer does not support local co-op. You can only play online with other PS3 owners. Apparently, Sony didn't believe in couch co-op this generation. Even when there was a co-op mode, this company makes no sense. The co-op objectives had 3 levels where you try and kill all the enemies and win. Co-op Arena had players teaming up to fend off waves of enemies. No, sorry. You earn points and money by killing enemies or players and leveling up, which you can spend on upgrades and taunts. Nowadays, we have this abomination available to us, but back then, this was pretty neat. The deathmatch is probably the standout mode, since guess what? It's just Call of Duty. Oh my god, I love Call of Duty. It's the best game ever. I love... Oh, sorry, my bad, this is the wrong game. I love the story. Elimination has players kill all opposing members on a team for 5 rounds, and the first team to win 3 of those rounds wins. Something more Uncharted themed are the plunder matches, where players collect treasures from the center of the map and place them near home base. Ranked matches, King of the Hill, Capture the Flag, Turf War, it's every generic shooter game you could imagine. Wait, I'm sorry, Turf War? Did Splatoon rip off Uncharted 2 Among Thieves multiplayer? I need to know. I mean, if I was a sweaty, short-tempered, in-debt college student, I would probably love this mode, since it genuinely has so much to offer. Heck, the game even got DLC skins, like the guy from Killzone 3, and the guy from Infamous, and the guy from Infamous. So the multiplayer looked good. I say looked because it no longer exists. In 2019, Naughty Dog pulled the plug on the online multiplayer in The Last of Us, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3. Weirdly enough, the remastered versions of these games on PS4 never included the multiplayer modes, only the skins from the multiplayer modes. Maybe the workers were too busy getting abused, or they just didn't feel like it. Either way, I have no strong feelings towards this mode because it's not available anymore. Therefore, I don't have to continue talking about it, but I at least wanted to mention it so that my lawyer doesn't come after me.
So, what do you think?
Well, I thought it was a really good game. Great game. I loved it, even. You didn't have to tie me up to play it, though. I probably would have gotten around to it eventually. Can I leave now?
No! You haven't even asked anyone else their opinion of the game. Now you go out there and ask someone else their opinion.
You are a horrible lawyer.
I mean, it was alright. It was a game. I liked it when it was playable.
No way, I love that game. The climbing is amazing, the shooting is amazing. Honestly, it's a real improvement since the last game. Of course, the shooting is wonderful. Honestly, one of the best games of all time. An absolute favorite.
Oh shoot, this is made by Nintendo? Oh, I thought Mario was Sega. It has a mouse. That's pretty cool. That's also kind of sexist, but like, that's fine.
I'm sorry, what was the game?
There! I talked about everything in Uncharted 2. I even mentioned the multiplayer after you convinced me to waste more of my time. Can I go now?
Absolutely not. Do you know how hard it was to contact you? You don't answer any of my calls. We've received numerous complaints from residents. Your trial's coming up soon, and...
My what? But I didn't do anything wrong. I've been left off with a warning. Now, thankfully, my lawyer is nice. After some convincing. Please.
All right, fine. I can fight this one for you in court easily, but you need to be more careful in the future, young man.
But I don't want to.
Just say the magic words, and I'll take care of it for you.
Oh wow, my man handed me a full essay. Okay.
Uncharted 2 is one of the best games of all time for a reason. It has great gameplay, a phenomenal story, and interesting, layered characters. Plus, there are plenty of collectibles with a decent multiplayer mode to boot. Truly one of the best deals in all of gaming.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you got to talk about this topic that you totally chose to do with your own free will. Now, let me get that case settled for you.
That's why he kidnapped me!